What's poppin'? What's poppin'? See, as a man, you don't want to procrastinate too long. You don't want to be indecisive. You know, a lot of us were indecisive in our 20s. A lot of guys in your 20s right now are late teens. You indecisive. You going back. Should I get my CDL? Should I work here? Should I move here? Should I do this? Nah, look. You have to ponder on it, think about it, do the research, then act. You know, act on it boldly. Because the longer you ponder and time passes you by, somebody might fill that position, somebody might get their house, somebody might get that car that you want. But you ponder, do I really need this car? Man, look, make a decision. And as a man, some decisions we're gonna make is gonna be mistakes. But it's good because we need mistakes to learn. And if you try to walk the safe, narrow path, and you gotta make decisions like that. Sometimes in life, it's gonna happen like that. You know, we're not teenagers, and as you get older, decisions gonna have to be made like that, and you have to live with them. So you have to be quick to gather all the information, quick to do research. You know, you wanna get your CDL? Do the research, do it. Don't just talk about it. Don't say you have to do it. Because if you keep that habit of just talking about things and never doing it, or just to make yourself feel good, I'm telling you, the older you get, it's gonna stick with you. You're gonna stay doing it, and people gonna pass you up, and that's when you go get jealous of everybody's life, you know? And you don't wanna live like that. You do not wanna live like that. So when you have some of y'all have big decisions to make soon on whatever it is in your life, you want to ponder on that shit and you want to just do it. Don't worry about the mistake. If you made a mistake because you chose the wrong choice, cool. You know, cool. As I said, in life you're gonna have to make mistakes to get where you want to get. The more you try to avoid them, I'm telling you, it's just gonna mess you up. It's deadly to be indecisive. You know, get what you want to get. Don't let people change your mind. The only people who should change your mind about things is the mentor that you got. They should be the only one that can alter things because they got your best, your best interests. They're not trying to manipulate you. Some people try to manipulate you. So it's important you take the advice from the right people, and when it's the wrong person, you just, shake that shit off. That shit don't matter because we know where we headed. You have to have a sense of urgency because if you don't, I'm telling you, time goes by so fast and you'll look up in your 30s and you're depressed. You crying about girls don't want you. You gotta do all this. Now you gotta pay for sex. Now you're going to sex parties, all that shit. That shit, being indecisive leads up to all that because you lose so many opportunities. You lose evolution. You don't evolve. And I can talk about this because I'm telling you, that was me. All I cared about was the V-Box and food. That's it. That's all I used to care about. The V-Box and food. Procrastinating. I didn't give a fuck. And look, I made some decisions and I made mistakes. I made a lot of bad decisions in my 20s, and I'm so glad I learned them because now I'm 32, and it's so much that I learned from making mistakes. But with y'all, I'm trying to make y'all learn these mistakes through, my stories and my mistakes. You don't have to go through that shit. You don't have to be indecisive about your life because being indecisive, that makes people can come into your life and manipulate you. They can make you go this way because you're indecisive. They can change your whole route. Whatever your goals at, they can change that because you don't have no sense of direction. You have to have a sense of direction as a man. You have to know where you're going. So people can't just come in and, oh, believe in this, do this, buy me this, you supposed to do this. No. You always want a sense of urgency. It's very important, because if you asking people, should I do this? Should I work here? Should I quit my job and do this? No. Whatever it's time for you to do, you make that decision. Make it and deal with it. At least you can live with a decision that you made and not a decision, life force upon you. You don't want to go that route. So you want to live on your own. You always want to live on your own terms. Before somebody else do it, or before life does it, you want to live on your terms. Whether you made a mistake or you made the right decision, you want to live on your terms. Always remember that. Let's go.